the last series of our bid on RPMS e-folio. So let me just start my timer here for 15 minutes. So we are now already in CRA 3, which is all about curriculum and planning. And we only have two objectives here, 7 and 8. So let's start. So under 7, this is a very easy MOV because objective 7, just like objective 1 and 5, you will only be inserting your CO, the COT, the rating in your classroom observation. So again, you are just going to change picture, then just insert whatever will be the screenshot of your CO1 and 2. Now, under objective 8, um, achievable and appropriate learning outcomes that are aligned with learning competencies. Now, we only have one MOV here, only one. And it should be one lesson plan or one lesson from a self-learning module. So, for example, here we have the MOV1 DLL. That's it. If you are going to have the screenshot of your DLL, which proves that there are learning outcomes that are aligned with the MELC. So what you can do here is in the DLL, the MELCs are already included in the DLL as well as the learning outcomes. So that's it. There's only one MOV in this. But actually, let me just scan my notes here. Okay. So that's the performance indicator. It's only one performance indicator that all of your learning outcomes are aligned with the learning competencies. Now, just a tip. The outcomes that we are talking here should be achievable. Dapat napakita doon sa DLL that you're able to achieve it, appropriate, and align sa learning competencies. Now, it's much better. You can also use the DLL from your CO classroom observation. Para mas okay na ipakita doon yung three learning objectives, the cognitive, the affective, and the psychomotor. Okay? Para at least ma-identify talaga yon. Just a tip for you to have it in a way of the quality so that the learning outcomes are really aligned with the learning competencies. And please make sure that in the DLL, there should be, if we're going to go back, there should be a rubric if there is a performance task. You should attach it in the DLL. Okay, so that's it. That's objective 8. Let's now go to CRA 4. It's all about community linkages and professional engagement and personal growth and professional development. This is going to be quite, among all of the MOVs or objectives in the RPMS, CRA 4 requires a lot of MOV. Because under performance indicators, aside from the quality, there is also an efficiency. So let's now go to objective 9. As you can see, ang dami po. So I will not be reading this. Nilagay ko na yung performance indicator. But again, you can easily delete it. In-insert ko lang to para madali yung pag-explain. Okay. So under quality in objective 9, sustain engagement. There's a word there to have an outstanding rating. Sustain engagement with parents, guardians to facilitate involvement. Evidenced by 2 or more. 2 or more. And under efficiency, dapat 4 ang MOV. For you to have an outstanding, if you want to have an outstanding rating. So 4. Kaya nga 'di ba sabi ko kanina, medyo madami ang MOV. But what's so good with this CRA is that you can use the different MOVs more than once. Meaning, pwede mong ulitin. For example, Example ko lang dito. Halimbawa, ang MOV1 mo is let us have learning materials, monitoring tools. Okay? So, halimbawa, you participated in the distribution of the modules. Pakita mo dito, there are monitoring tools naman in our school, yung pinipirmahan ng mga parents and also you. Now, under MOV2, you can have PTC. Okay, PTC logs. Now, under MOV3, you can have another PTC. Sabi ko, diba, pwedeng ulitin. Pwede mo maulit more than once. PTC logs again. So, you can have at least dalawang PTC. Tapos, you can have here, halimbawa sa MOV4, screenshots ng communications, of communications. Halimbawa, yung text or yung chat, pwede naman yun. Okay? So, para easier sa atin, you can have yung PTC from the first and the second quarter kasi sabi dito, sustain. Diba? Dito sa quality, sustain. Meaning to say, from first to fourth quarter, at least for several quarters. Halimbawa, ang yung PTC mo is yung MOV mo. You can have the sustained engagement. Pakita mo yung PTC from first to fourth, talagang nag-follow up ka. Or yung communication mo, series of screenshots from chat or whatsoever. From first quarter, may mga dates. Para makita, para maano natin na talagang sustain mo yun. Hindi ka lang nag-communicate once or twice. Dapat sustain siya. So, dalawa lang naman ang ipoprove mong sustain. So, kung iaano mo dito, you can have sustain na yung PTC o yung communication. Okay? So, medyo madami dito yung ipoprove dito. Mga series of screenshots. Okay? So, sa Objective 10, participated in professional networks to share knowledge. So, ito yung mga MOVs. Okay? Basahin na lang po ninyo yan. So, ito yung performance indicator. So, just like the previous objective, meron siyang quality and efficiency. And, pareho din, 4 ang MOV. Pero, do not worry because you can use it more than once ang MOV. Okay? So, for you to have an outstanding rating sa quality, participated in any professional network activity that requires output and proof of implementation. Okay. So, paano mo ipapakita yan? So, halimbawa, ang MOV1 mo is certificate. Identify mo kung anong certificate. Webinar. Okay, webinar. Piliitan lang muna natin to para magkasya. Yan. Okay. So, pwede ka mag-submit ng dalawang okay. Just some clarification pala. Kasi binabasa ko yung ano. Under efficiency, each type of MOV can be submitted only once. Sorry. Only once lang pala to. So, pipili ka ng tig-iisa dito. Okay. So, iklarado ko lang. Sorry for saying that kasi hindi ko pala, mali pala yung objective kanina. Objective 9 pala to. So, objective 9, you can use it more than once. So, pwedeng dalawang PTC, tapos pwede man na dalawang communication, so on and so forth. Pero dito sa objective 10, pipili ka dito ng tig-isa. Isa lang. So, halimbawa, ang first MOV mo is certificate of training, another one is certificate of participation, so on and so forth. Okay, tig-isa lang. Pero dito sa Objective 10, my dear teachers, hindi lang po certificate ang ipapakita ninyo. Kasi dapat ipakita ninyo that merong output siya, napakita niyo yung DLL, wherein nagkaroon kayo ng implementation. So, di ba during our LAC session, nagkakaroon tayo ng, nire-require tayo ng output. So, dito nyo yan pwede. So, aside from the certificate, i-insert din ninyo paano nyo in-implement sa lesson ninyo. And the best way to show that is through your output, through your DLL. Okay? So, babalikan ko lang. Ito yung mga MOVs for Objective 10, 4, hindi pwedeng ma-doble. Okay? So, most of us, meron naman tayo ditong certificate of completion in a training, participation, so on and so forth. Okay? So, let's now go to Objective 11. Develop a personal improvement plan. Now, sa Objective 11, ito lang yung objective na merong main MOV and may supporting. Under quality, you should have updated your development plan. Ano yung development plan? Ito po yung pinasubmit natin yung sa atin, yung IPPD, as part of the ESAT. Ang i-insert po ninyo ay hindi po yung sinubmit ninyo during the during the start of the school year. Hindi po yun. Dapat po ang isusubmit ninyo yung updated na, meaning to say, ni-revise na ninyo for you to have an outstanding. And again, meron na naman po ditong 4 na MOV under efficiency. Pero dito, i-check ko lang po yung notes ko. Dito, pwede kayong magdoble. Okay? Pwedeng magdoble. Halimbawa lang, ang MOV1 mo, LAC session. LAC session. Kasi ang dami nating LAC session, di ba? Okay? So, ang MOV2 ko is another LAC session, but different topic. Yan. So, pwedeng madoble. Actually, kung ano natin, pwedeng lahat LAC session. Okay? Kasi nandito, under efficiency means the same kind of MOV can be submitted more than once. So, pwedeng lahat LAC session. Okay? Pero, hindi lang po certificate ang i-attach po natin dito. There should be a reflection of one's practice. So, meron dapat kayong proof of attendance tapos reflection. Siguro pwede na yung journal kung paano nyo i-integrate yan. Bakit journaling na lang yan? Kasi reflection na lang. Your major takeaway sa LAC session. Yung proof of attendance, yung screenshot sa Google Meet, pwede na po yun. Okay? Pwede rin yung personal notes, journal, o kaya meron kayong take kayo ng master's degree, pwede rin. Okay? So, 4 uli. For those who are planning lahat sa LAC session, pwede. Kasi nandito naman, can be used more than once. Pero dapat, meron kayong reflection ng LAC session and proof of attendance. Pwede na po ata yung Google Meet na screenshot. Okay. And, finally, we have the plus factor. Now, itong plus factor na to, ito yung mga pwedeng MOVs. Okay? Ito yung performance indicator, again, quality and efficiency. Again, 4 ang i-represent natin. And under quality, perform at least one related work activity beyond. Okay? So, beyond. So, kahit ako hindi ko maano kung paano yung beyond. Siguro, in some mga sa competitions, I really do not know. Pero, within the school, pwede na rin siguro under very satisfactory. So, dito sa Objective 12, under plus factor, I will be reading, under efficiency means the same kind of MOV can be submitted more than once. So, pwedeng uulit-ulitin natin to. Ano po ang uulit-ulitin natin? Halimbawa ako, kung makikita ko yung MOVs dito, most of the MOVs listed here, wala pa akong participation. except the two na na-identify ko, yung coaching and mentoring, competition sa RSTF, or involvement in an activity. Committee, ano ka, member ka. Okay, time na po. So, pwedeng ang MOV1 ko, halimbawa ako, TechCom. Anong event dapat ipakita ko dito? I-screenshot ko dito kung anong event, kung merong paper, i-screenshot ko dito. MOV2, pwedeng TechCom uli ako, pero sa moving up. Pwede yon. Or AC ako sa moving up. Pwede yon. So, pwedeng ang MOV ko dito lahat, puro I'm a part of an activity, either under the technical committee or in any other involvement in a school activity. So, pwede. Kasi nandito naman, can be submitted more than once. So, pwedeng lahat, committee involvement, pero iba-ibang committee. So, pwede mo ipakita dito yung certificate, kung nag-release ng certificate, or kung merong memo, pwede rin dito. Okay, so that's it. That's our RPMS e-folio. So, we are done. So, good luck with the RPMS. And sana lahat tayo outstanding. Okay, that's it.